And so, the powers that be, whoever they may be, I have my own reservations for those thoughts, and we'll talk about that at a later time. But they have infiltrated love into everything. I'm loving it. I love you. Love ya. There's a joke that goes, if you mouth olive, looks like I love you. To the point where it's literally a joke, where we can make jokes about this word. So where does that leave us? That leaves us with an understanding of something that is so powerful and so sacred that we can say it and put it up on the McDonald's arches and have no sense of what we're really doing or saying. We're so desensitized from the word love. And in my experience, I was a victim of it too. I'm not afraid to admit it. When I was growing up, love is, oh my gosh, she loves me, or, he loves her, and it was all good. And love for me was, holding a girl's hand and, making out with her in the back of the school bus or whatever it was. It was this emotional attachment that I had. It was this needing of acceptance that I was carrying. It was the fact that if I told my mom, my dad, my brother, sister, or friend that I love you, therefore you must do something for me. You must care about me because I love you. So you have this trade-off. I love you, you treat me right, you say I love you back, right? You have this dependency. So, okay, what's wrong with that? Why is that such a big deal? What's the problem with telling someone I love you and expecting them to say it back? And if they don't say it back, then all of a sudden we have this huge problem, right? Let's think about relationships for a second. This is interesting. So you say to your girlfriend or your boyfriend, hey babe, I love you, and they don't say it back. How does that make you feel? Where do you go? What part of you comes to the surface? Does your ego say, oh, they didn't say it back. Something's wrong. They must not love me. So you get that tension, you feel it in your gut. And I'm telling you, I'm speaking from experience. So if you haven't experienced this, that's great. You're on the right track. Not that you're on the right track, but you figured out something sooner than I did. So she or he says, I love you, when you don't hear it back, right? And so you get this tense feeling and you start getting, you kind of get closed off. And you may wonder to yourself, why didn't he or she, why didn't they say it back? What's the problem? What's going on here? So you decide to bring it up in your next conversation. Let's say it's at dinner. You say, hey, hon, when you said I love you, when I said I love you, you didn't say it back. I'm kind of wondering, is there a problem? What's going on? And he or she says, oh no, I love you. I was just, I was busy and, I heard you. I just didn't think of saying it back, or whatever have you, whatever scenario you can think of, right? And so this tension is built up because this other person didn't hear the L word back. We call it the L word. It's so amazing that we've let this love thing become so overplayed in a sense, and also underplayed in a sense as well. So we call it the L word, right? Is that what you said in like middle school? Oh, it's the L word. She said the L word to me. Big deal, right? So back to the scenario. It creates this tension between husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, even friends. And we have to stop and we have to say, why? What's going on here? Why? What's the disconnect? What's the missing piece here? And what I come to find out is that it's an attachment. It's a dependency, as I said before, on you to make me feel something. To make me feel accepted, wanted, validated. And so therefore, if you don't say I love you back, I don't feel that. Or she doesn't feel that, or he doesn't feel that, or you don't feel that. That's pretty sad. To me, in my opinion, it's pretty sad that we have let ourselves get to the point where we're dependent on what someone else says or doesn't say about or to us. Wow. Just think about that for 1 second. We've gotten to the point where we've allowed another human being, what their words and actions say, determine how we feel. Where's the freedom in that? Where's the self-love in that? And so, through my search and through my understandings and through my meditations, believe I've come to a pretty loving understanding of what love is. And so I've kind of talked about what I think love isn't. I don't think love is simply an emotional attachment. It's not just a word you say. Love isn't conditioned, meaning if you do these things for me, if you wash the dishes, if you pick up the kids from work, if you, make me dinner or breakfast, if you buy me something extra, if you were hitting it right in bed, I love you. But only if you do those things. And if you say the right stuff in the text messages and whatnot. But if you start acting funny and you